Hi clarinet players. This video is going to show you the parts of the clarinet and how to put your barrel and mouthpiece together so that you can work on practicing on your barrel and mouthpiece. So I have my clarinet in its case. The case is closed and we have the logo on the top and nothing on the bottom. We're going to place the case logo top side up on the floor so that you don't drop it by accident. Let's go ahead and open up our case. And let's name the parts of the clarinet. From the bottom to the top, we have the bell, the lower joint that has those 4 pinky keys, the upper joint, the barrel, and the mouthpiece. Let's take the mouthpiece out, take the cap off, put it back in the case. Take your reed out and place it in your mouth. Because if you're putting it together, you're probably going to be playing it and you can't play very well on a dry reed. And I'll take the barrel out. Notice there's a big end and a little end to the barrel. You need to use the little end. You may need to cork grease your cork. That's the thing that looks like chapstick. Don't use it as chapstick, it's gross. And you're just gonna put it on nice and light. Put the cap back on your cork grease, put it back in your case so you don't lose it. And then rub it in with your finger. Okay. You should not have to cork grease every single time you put your clarinet together. Make sure that you only do it maybe once a month or so, or when it gets to be hard to put your clarinet together. Take your barrel, small end, not the big end, and mouthpiece. I'm going to take the ligature off my mouthpiece and put it together. We don't push it together because that's going to be really hard to do. We take it and we twist it together. So we're together like this. Now we're going to take our reed and notice that there's a cane side and a flat side. The flat side goes against the flat side of the mouthpiece. Go ahead and put your ligature over the top. Now we know our ligature is on when we can see the symbol in between and there's no gap here. I see a lot of times clarinet players have their ligature that looks like this. That's not good. That's not going to allow your reed to vibrate very well. All right, so now before we tighten our screws, let's make sure that our ligature is on. We can see our Yamaha or whatever brand your clarinet mouthpiece is. And now let's check the reed. My reed currently is a little bit too far down. We don't want to see a lot of the mouthpiece top, but we also don't want to be able to look at this side of the mouthpiece and see the reed on top. We want the reed to be right below, just like this. Can't see the reed on top, can see a tiny bit of black on the bottom, and it's nice and even. Now I'll go ahead and tighten the screws of my ligature. Do not over tighten the screws. We just want to tighten it just so that they're firm on there. Your reed's not going to move around. We don't want to really twist it on because that's going to stretch out your ligature. All right, now you're ready to play on your mouthpiece and barrel. So go ahead and check out the first practice videos on practicing on your mouthpiece and barrel. When we're done, let's go ahead and practice putting away our mouthpiece and barrel. We're going to take our ligature off and put our reed away first. We don't want to touch the tip of our reed because that's how they get broken. We want to put the flat side of the reed on the flat side of the case. Your case probably looks like this. There's like a not flat side. We want that not flat side to have the cane side. And carefully put your reed in. Don't push it all the way in because then it makes it hard to pull it back out. This is how your reed should look in the case, or like this. If you push it all the way in, then your reed's going to get stuck and you can't use it anymore. Put that reed in the case. Now we still have our mouthpiece and barrel that we've been playing on, so we need to take our cleaning swab and put it in big side to little. Just like this, where it's dangling through, and pull it through. Now, my cleaning swab goes all the way through. If yours doesn't, if it gets tight, then pull it back out the same way it came. And fold your cleaning swab in half, in half, wrap the string around it, put it back in the case. Mouthpiece and barrel, twist to get it off. Put the barrel back in the case. Put the ligature back on the mouthpiece. You can tighten the screws if you want, but it's really not necessary. And then take the mouthpiece cap. This hole goes over the screws of your ligature. Place that back in your case and close your case. Make sure that your clarinet is kept in a safe place where it's not going to get ruined by anything. Always keep it inside. Never ever leave it in the car. Okay? All right. You're ready to go for your first practice videos.